Welcome back to the migration. Out here on Lower Whoops, just doing some hot laps. A little something spicy, but you're going to stay to the end to figure out what that is. But today, a little different video. Basically, you're going to hear me rant. Then, if I beat the sunlight, I am going to do a little bit of just a quick attempt at a cinematic video heading down Lower Whoops or Upper Fills. Haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna race against time. The sun is setting. It is fall, so it is only like 5:15, but the sun sets at 6:30. So we are in a bit of a race to try to get to the top and set up some shots for very quick yet cinematic take on one of those trails. So if you want to see which trail it is, you want to see how it turns out, stick around to the end. Or I suppose you could skip, but where's the fun in that? If you've watched my previous videos, you know that I've recently embarked on this journey of trying to become a professional landscape photographer with a twist. Meaning, landscape photography is the focus, but so is mountain biking. That's my goal for this year, is to see if I can become a professional landscape photographer. More recently, I started doing these YouTube videos. I think each video is getting a little bit better. I'm learning things. I think from when I started making these videos to this video right now, the video quality itself has improved as I've learned to understand the camera, figure out the settings, all that good stuff. I think I'm still figuring out audio, although it is improving. I think the unfortunate expensive answer is I have to get a mic. I want an e-bike. The rant begins with, I'm filming these videos, and when I first started, it was just for fun, and I was using my Sony a7R II camera to kind of make videos because I thought that's what I had to do. And quickly figured out that camera, really fantastic for landscapes, for still photography, not so good, not at all so good for video. I just wasn't pleased with it. Now, someone who's been doing this for years, really understands the videography language and concepts, could probably do a good job with it, but they'd have a lot of hurdles to get past because it's not designed for videography. So I ditched that. I started using GoPro Hero 9. The GoPro Hero 9 was a step up, but outdated. And I really had a lot of gripes with GoPro's cloud system and editing and all that stuff. Didn't enjoy it. And frankly, the GoPro 9 is outdated. So its low light capabilities, its stabilization, where it was much better than what I was using, had a lot to be desired. So recently I got this camera I'm filming on right now, and I love this camera. It is fantastic for so many reasons. It's the Insta360 X4. I think the video quality is great. I think once you know how to do it, the audio quality is great, the stabilization is great, and just the capability of it is great. However, this is where I've started to find issues that are giving me literal headaches this week. Like Insta360 Studio is pretty nice for the most part, and I didn't have any real complaints until this week. I got the newest update, 5.7.6, I think. And ever since then, I upload all my footage to the cloud, so it's backed up and saved. And what I was doing was building a project in Insta360 Studio. I was doing the trimming and the keyframes and all that kind of stuff inside the studio. And then from there, I would export it to finish everything off in DaVinci. And that was working really well for me. I felt like it was a good process. Obviously more time consuming, having the extra step of the 360 Studio, but the way that I'm filming these, it's worth it to me for the capability to frame it how I want later in case some funny things happen. Which again, if you watch my other videos, you'll see that happens a lot. But this week, since this update, Insta360 Studio crashes constantly. When it does export, every single time it exports, the files are corrupt, so I can't do anything with them. So I've just wasted so much time trying to figure this stuff out to no avail. So I've done a lot of Googling. I've reached out to their service, trying to figure out something, and so far there's no solutions. It's just been frustrating because I have, at this point, 4 videos that I'm trying to put together that I can't. So I'm way behind. There's no video this week that I'm filming this. There's no video. There's probably not gonna be one for the next 2 weeks because I'm gonna be traveling now and none of this stuff is working. Yeah. Okay. I'm only gonna give myself until I catch my breath to finish this rant. So, first off, look at this view. I'm at the top of Upper Phil's. That's what we're doing the video on. But finish this rant. Let's get the nice background in here. So, just a lot of frustrating, annoying things. Nothing that's really that big of a deal. Just frustrating and annoying to me. I did an Ironman a couple weeks ago. Fantastic experience. I'd recommend it to everybody. You should do one, and you're at least one. It was a half, not a full. I'm going to do a full soon. But I think my training wasn't quite enough leading up to it. And so I finished the race. My shoes were also worn out, which definitely didn't help. And I think I was striking on the back right edge of my heel for my right foot. And so I ended up with a stress fracture in my foot. So running, limiting walking, hiking, all that stuff is a no-go right now. So biking, I was told, is okay. Wouldn't really hurt it. And it doesn't hurt when I'm biking, so that's good. So I can at least bike, which is why you're probably seeing a lot more mountain biking videos right now than photography, hiking, backpacking now. But that's part of the frustration is it's fall. Out here in Bend, Oregon, there's so many beautiful places. The sky is stunning this time of the season. So as a photographer, this is the time. This is like what makes you feel alive, is the photography this time of the year. And feeling like I can't really go out and reach some of the spots because of my foot is really frustrating and disappointing. Again, I wouldn't change the Ironman, but just a matter of fact. And that's just kind of how it is sometimes. So it's not a big deal. Mountain biking's great. I'm having fun, so it's not all a loss. Then to top things off, this afternoon as I was getting my stuff to come out and do this, I'm taking my bike off the wall. I have it mounted on the wall, and it falls and just the pedal slams into my knee. Now my knee just hurts. It was just a bad start. So it's just been a rough couple of days, not gonna lie. But it's not all bad, and I'm gonna be done with the negativity now. Here's where it all gets better. So the perk of all this, I'm spending a lot of time mountain biking, which I love. A lot of time on the bike, still beautiful. The weather's fantastic. I can't complain about that. Secondly, because of all this early on, it's forcing me to rethink the process at which I'm approaching my videos and my photography, how I'm backing things up, how I'm editing, the whole editing process. And I think once I have a solution, I don't have a solution right now. Once I come to a solution and figure out my new process, I think it's going to make me better and put me into a better position for this line of work I'm trying to get into. So that's the silver lining. That's the little cherry on top, that in a good way. So not all bad. I think perspective is key. And where I am very frustrated, and I'm not gonna lie, I am very frustrated, there are some silver linings there. And I think in the long run, as I figure stuff out, I think it's gonna be a good experience. It's gonna help me grow and improve and become more professional as I go along. So yeah, that's it. So if you're watching this and you're still here, just know there's silver linings in all the frustrations if you find them. So, but if you have solutions to my problems, I would love to hear them. All right, I'm gonna shut up. The light is amazing. It's dark in the forest, so we'll see how this goes. We've got a cinematic mountain bike film to make with an Insta360 X4 against the daylight that is receding fast. So let's see how this goes. I absolutely don't know what I'm doing, so it's gonna be fun. We're gonna see. Here it is.